What's up, y'all? My bad technical difficulty. The phone got hot, bro. It's been that heat, bro. It's been that heat. You know, we just gonna test the two videos, but we good. But like I was saying, when did music you was like, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take it serious. Like I ain't just doing it for my comfort. Like I want other people to hear, I want other people to relate. If they going through something, like I want to get it out there, do some shows, get some, where did you get in that? Like I want to add business to it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I think when you asked me before, I was giving you another answer, right? But as I sat and thought about it while the phone was getting right, I think I always from day one wanted to do this shit, and I took it serious. Day one, what I had to actually work against was taking it serious and getting that reality check at every step. Damn, should I be doing it? I'm like wasting my time hearing my dad voice in my head. That ain't no real thing. You know, when I told him first I said I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
When I went to paint, draw, and stuff like that. That ain't no real thing. I know what he meant by it. He didn't mean no harm, but that stuck with me.
Right.
So I never told him that I wanted to be a rapper. I just said, I'm finna do this. Finna do this. I know I can do it. And the real goal was because I thought that I could become a rapper and then take care of everybody in my family, my community, and build like that. I was trying to go the Jay-Z route for real. Right. I was solid. I got an LLC and everything, even though I don't really know all that much about what I'm doing. Yeah. I went as far as I can go with this shit. The only thing is because of the circumstances I was born in, the choices I made, I had a hard time getting a house. So anytime I was living with somebody and it was stable, I went full-fledged forward with the dream. But anytime that stability was disrupted, I had to focus on surviving and being alive. But because of my heart in it, I was still putting content out.
Right.
Even when I was homeless. Just a year ago, I was in the homeless shelter. I was still put a video out. That's the video I just put out, Holding Me Back. Now, I ended up shooting another video for that same song at the club, and I was telling everybody that night, like, yeah, this is what's going on. I'm grateful to be here.
Right.
You know, I always felt like the city had a gym with me. Not trying to say like I'm that person. I don't need to be the person to get us there. Yeah. I did want to be that person at first, because I felt that way. And once I realized how heroes not even respected, disliked, and all that, I didn't want to be no hero no more. Right. But I still want to save my people. I still love the people I grew up with. I remember before we was all mad at each other about everything and not focused on the money. I remember who we was. I never forgot that part of people. I still see the child that in people when I come across them. That was innocent before this world made them what they is, and they still light up around me sometimes. You know, when I come across people. I just came across my friend Evan. Shout out to Evan. You know, we still light up when we see each other from our parents because we know where we came from. You know, and I think this generation that we living up under now, there are things that we're not seeing because we're programmed to see what we see.
Right.
But there's a world going on that these kids is dealing with that we not seeing. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come up and they gonna tell us one day, y'all was doing this.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I be thinking about it, cause something like it be some kids that be looking at this shit, like looking at how we living, like they automatically like, no, I ain't trying to be like that. And they do their own thing like the kids, like like if that makes sense. Like we'll see some shit when we was young and try to mimic it, right? With like Grand Theft Auto, you try to be like, but now kids like, oh shit, that's bad. I ain't going that way. Yeah, like I like to see that. You know what I mean?
I hope they like that because I see both.
Yeah,
remember I told you, I never. Once my eyes open to that, nobody's a permanent person. Who's permanent ever?
Right.
Just because a person, the same person that is a great person, is also a bad person if you catch them at the right time.
Right.
But they might not even be a bad person for years. Until something pushes them to a point. So that's why I never act like I'm above anybody or I'm not capable of doing nothing no more. I even be careful about what I say now because I come to find out that the things that we rant the most about, that we the most outraged about, are the things that we fear the most being in us. And usually people are afraid because they done got a glimpse of that. They done got almost taste of some part of themselves that they don't like. And so now they want to be as far as away from it as possible. They already, those people is telling themselves that's what's on your psyche. That's what's currently etched into your glasses. You know, so that's what you most outraged about.
Right.
I'm not looking at the things everybody else looking at.
Right. That's fire. Think about a song or some a couple lyrics that you came across, like yours that you wrote. come from a real place.
Man, what?
Share song with us. Share one bar. It can be one bar from a good song.
It hit different. I had to learn to know my feelings. Victim to a villain, they was on him, now I sent him. Got her up the scope, I got money on that ticket. They want my position without pain that come with it, it hit different. I had to learn from the beginning. Victim to a villain, they was on him, now I sent him. Got the up the scope, I got money on that ticket. They want my position without pain that come with it, it hit different. We was at war from the beginning. I'm loyal to my purpose, the relationship be ending. Admitted to this bitch, she got to arguing about decisions. I'm at the mirror with her, act like she don't see the vision. It ain't no iron team, but it's an iron independent. I'm standing on my 10 and on my 5 when I pivot. Monk said you a predator or a paid pimp or simping. He bought a Hellcat and had that cougar sell a kitten. It's her nature, no. Hold on. I got the going for a minute.
Yeah, that's out there. That's a release song.
Yeah, it's a release song.
What
Called Victim to a Villain.
Hell yeah, Victim to a Villain. Tomahawk.
It's on my last album, Froggy, my most recent album, Froggy. And the album really, it has a lot to do with me finally getting to it. This stage you see me at right now, I'm getting froggy, I'm leaping. Yeah. I know y'all see me getting active. I've done this before. You know, people have told me at one point I even carried the city. I was flattered, but I never thought it like that.
Yeah.
I always felt like the people that's been most consistent, like HBK, Boom, Fresh Rich, Hilly, a few other people. I mean, that's just who I think off the top because they have been some of the most consistent. Corey D, just to name a few. I can keep going, but I don't want to keep it like that. But at the end of the day, I'm really just getting active. And I named my album Froggy because that was a person made fun of me with that name before. He ended up being my nigga down the line and shit. Shout out to my nigga Squeak and shit. But I did time with him and shit. But it started with a joke making fun of my eyes. I learned to appreciate myself in every fucking form you can think of now. Yeah. So a lot of it had to do with me being froggy. You got the album cover with me, it's a picture of me and animated like a frog, and I'm sipping a cup of tea with my name on it. Yeah. Because I hear the tea about me. I know I'm the biggest elephant in the room, and I know why. And y'all know why too, but it don't even fucking matter. It can't take away from me. I'm still that nigga. Right. I'm making my own beats. I'm rapping on the level a lot of people ain't rapped up, and I've been doing this consistent. I was creating content before it was called a thing. I was doing this, and I was on the run, poor. My first microphone case like this thing, before they even invented those, I had a lampshade tilt over the side, and I cut a hole in it and put a towel in the back of it. And that's how I recorded my first song that went viral. And I was on the run when I went viral, so I got scared and deleted it. Dang. Yep, so.
That's real.
Went through a hell of a lot of shit. Everybody got a story, though. I just think because a lot of things in my psyche just went unaddressed and unnoticed. I love my parents. They did the best they could. What they knew, I understand it's not. But certain things went under the radar. And just because you see me here able to talk to you and communicate real, vivid, and like, this is not always my normal state. This has come from years of research and studying things, studying plant medicine, studying health, and figuring out what I can eat to bring the best out of my person.
Right,
so
right. Yeah.
This is the version you're talking to right now is full of hemp seed oil, coconut oil, and shit that help your brain right now. And I made sure I was prepared for this moment. I might come in interview another day and just be all over the fucking place, distracted. But today is working for me. I'm in flow state. I'm happy about it.
Right. That's fire. That's good. Right. That's inspiration. That's encouraging. What 3 words to describe yourself?
Discipline. To an extent. I know where I'm disciplined at. I think insightful. I think I'm insightful. And I don't really want to say it, but I come to accept that side of myself. And I'm a caring person. I think I care a lot.
That's fire. That's fire.
I mean, like I not to the point that I'm gonna let nobody play on my top, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just know that's about me. I'm gonna just be real about the shit.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What stops you from giving up?
What stops me from giving up? I'm trying to think of a time where I almost gave up. I truly almost gave up. Man, it's hard to give up when you put so much. Okay, and I know you've been doing things long term too. So every so often you out and about, or you'll see somebody like, you rap, you keep on rapping. Bro, you be sitting that shit. I remember at a point where I really didn't think that I was nice at all, and people were saying this. So when you hearing it, when you think you lukewarm and stuff like that, and then you got but you ain't seeing the results in your community, they ain't backing it, they ain't really supporting it, they don't really fuck with it like that. It's confusing. It can make you just, then you take these L's and you got to start all over with a car again, another place to stay.
Yeah.
While I was doing it, I had so much stuff I created every time I was stable. It's like it was not hard not to keep going. I could drop content while I was fucked up because I had recorded so much. Or I was able to, I feel like I got the energy to keep up doing this. Yeah. Once I seen that I could make the same amount of money, like I went to work 4 hours one day, right? And I only got paid $10 an hour for that, right? And then I went home and I made like $80 in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a rapper that was so cold, he come over there and knock it out, smoke one of them and shit. And a couple other people, they come over there and knock it, so I got an hour. And that's not okay. There's one reason to take it serious, but I didn't understand that until I got that stability. I can lock in my own shit at my own time now. Yeah. At first it was with other people. Now they might not want this traffic in their house. They want stuff going the way they want to go first. Yeah. It's cool. I understand it, but it's just like now I got my own stuff. I can go at my own pace. Absolutely. And I lost my train of thought. Are you good? I told you I ain't gonna get this right all the time. Yeah. Yeah, how you? You remember where I was at? I can pick up where I left off. Yeah,
you talking about why you don't give up. What stop you from giving up?
Oh, what stop me from giving up? Okay, and I'll be real. It sounds cliche, bro, but my kids, man. Like at the time my daughter was being born, right? My son being born, even though he came, it was a lot of tragedy that happened for me afterwards. My son being born was that first CPR. I got somebody that's like me to care about it, do all this other stuff. My son finna be 18 and shit. I was wet behind the ears. Matter of fact, I was 18 when I went to jail. I first went to jail before I started that rodeo. And, he was the first thing. That was the first CPR I got. I love you, son. If you listen, I love you, boy. My daughter being born. My wife. Before my daughter, I had a very wonderful wife. Okay. And then she gave me that wonderful daughter, my beautiful daughter. And my daughter, while she was being born, so I ain't had shit. I was fucked up. I was in the hospital with my girl, getting ready to come home. My brother had just blasted my mugshot all over the line, trying to go viral, using me on my munchie. Yeah. Y'all know I might whoop his ass when I see him too. He always doing shit. Let me get off that, but yeah. Shout out to my brother. I love you, boy. Still don't get that belt to ass though. But other than that though, while I was in the hospital, my wife almost died. During surgery, she was definitely out. But my daughter was a miracle baby for real, man. She was born preemie. She was almost didn't make it, and I remember a memory way back when I was with my son's mother, and I had a dream about this little girl, and I was just so blew away how much she looked like me. She all drool up her mouth, and my son's mother actually was the one that walked over and gave it to me, and I just like, what the fuck, that baby? And I was just, and that daughter, that was my daughter. My baby came out looking out and so blew away. And I remember at the time that I had that dream, when I was going through, I was in a lot of pain. So the dream was like an unusual dream to come to me at the time. Like it just helped me get through the day or something. And then years later, I see my actual daughter, and I'm so blew away. I've been blew away by her since. She like my twin for real. Well, all my kids look like me, but my daughter is like me. She's a girl version of me. She in the music, she sing, rap. She love to turn up when that music come on. She come running in the room, all that stuff. But yeah, my baby was the second one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already full-fledged running because my daughter gas me up more than anybody. So I'm already hitting the ground running like that because I'm finna make it happen for her off field. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I know I'm not gonna stop trying. Right. So that's why I'm not giving up. And my son just act the icing on the cake, my other son. Because now I got something to help me heal through fucking help with my first son. Right. And I ain't, it is what it is. Yeah, my kids, bro, family is what motivate me. Even if my real family is not all blood. My family is a lot of people that ain't blood, but I love them. Yeah, they know.
Mm-hmm. What are you building right now that's bigger than the music?
That's bigger than the music. My kids' mind, their self-esteem, how they view themselves, how they look at the world. I don't care what they do. As long as they can see the best in themselves in every situation and they're not programmed to look for the worst things in the world, they'll get through this world. They'll have healthy relationships. They'll know when to fall back and have healthy boundaries. They'll know when something's not serving them. That's what I care about, and I hope that I can. And I'm teaching other people along the way as I can, the best way I can. So that's bigger than the program. If I ever get to a point where my success is like, I won't even. It ain't no. I'm not gonna let my success override my values. That's why I've probably, hit a plateau at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fine if that's where it's gonna be at. As long as I can have money manageable to pay my bills, I don't care about being stunting on the person and being rich. I just want a nice fucking car that run, got good AC, clean and shit. If it look nice, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want the motherfucker to look nice too.
Yeah.
But I'll get to that stage. Everything is not about having it immediately to me. It's about the journey for me.
Right.
So, but I feel like my journey is gonna be salty if I'm always walking around with those glasses that look like where racism at, where the haters at, when I know I'm getting love too, when I know I'm getting privilege too. You know what I'm saying? In certain areas with people that you would think is racist.
Yeah.
Even in prison, I had a monkey that was definitely KKK. Big. Me and this dude got so solid, I don't even understand. He was my bunkie. I think they put me there just to set me up. Sometimes they put me places so I wouldn't walk out of. But I don't know if I'm blessed or what you want to call it. Cause trust me, bro, I got love in the joint. And I walk that motherfucker by myself a lot of times. They'll tell you, real niggas that been down there tell you, I would walk that yard by myself. I go to the gym by myself, go to the weight room by the weight pit by myself and shit.
Right.
Yeah, but I didn't have gangs. I ain't gonna lie, they had to correct me. Not on no whole shit, but like, I don't know the rules. I'm walking, you gotta move out the way sometimes and shit. And I'm the type of nigga that I was like, niggas ain't finna think, I ain't finna move out the way, but it ain't even about that. It's just about order. Order gets you further in life than showing niggas you ain't no hoe. Period. It's just what it is. You just niggas that know how to have order. Even if you don't even respect the motherfucker, if you know how to have that order and keep your feelings to the side, you gonna get fired like that. That's really what it was about. I never disrespected nobody, and the 2 times that the motherfucker disrespected me, I got their ass together. So I walked out of there with a nickname Biggs, and I'm 5'5", 5'6" type shit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Dang.
Watch this little nigga under a closed door. Yeah. Hey, and why the dude I fought, dude? Why I got into it with the dude? It wasn't no fight. I knocked his ass out. He came in the cube on some extra shit, and I was more scared of my bunkie than him, because my bunkie was KO. Okay, shout out to KO. My bunkie was KO. If you know, you know. But my bunkie was my nigga, and he was tripping, and I'm trying to get the other dude from not getting fucked up by my bunkie. He got fresh with me, so I drilled his ass. Come to find out, the dude had the same birthday as me, bro. Same day.
Yeah.
We was the same age, except he was a white dude, and he was real buff, had a big ass beard, bald head, shit like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, man, that shit wild. And his bunker was on the other side of the wall next to mine, so now I'm sleeping and shit. He like, oh shit, I was just motherfucking up. Cause niggas they get fucked up out of their sleep, man. I don't even want to talk about prison, man. I'm off of that, man. I'm grateful to be in the free world. I've been in the free world for at least 7+ years now. I don't even remember now, but I ain't been in no trouble in a long time. So
good fight. Watching people follow you today instead of bandwagon and waiting later when you blow up and trying to be a friend then, be a follower then.
You said what now?
Watching people follow you today instead of following the train later on.
Because I really do take note of who fuck with me. Like, it ain't even, and the thing is, you ain't got to be no certain type of person to lock in with me. You can be who you is, because I see shit for what it is. I guess I ain't overthinking nobody. I know how to put up the proper boundaries. Okay, so let me ask you a question that's all get off topic. They should follow me now because I'm paying attention. And that does matter down the line. That will matter down the line. to who I lock in with the most. I do things based on that. That's why me and Nightfire got a relationship to this day.
Yeah.
That's why me and Smoke got a relationship, even though, like I said, people got something to say about that shit, whatever. You know, I got a relationship with who I fuck with. And if you a real motherfucker with me, I'm gonna be a real motherfucker with you. And that, it ain't just about support. I don't need everybody to share all my stuff. But if we all kind of moving in a certain type of, you know, motion, we naturally gonna win because the algorithm's gonna pick up. I just need motherfuckers to get out the way. I know I got shit that motherfuckers can hate on. We all do. But if y'all get out the way and let a motherfucker get up and get successful, go after me then. Shit.
Right.
I've been waiting on the motherfucker that, bro, I'll rip it to motherfucker ass with these bars. Y'all have no idea. I ain't gonna say I've been dumbing my flow down for the last 10 years, but like I said, if you know T-Rex. If you know LOL. I was them before I was who I am now, so, and yeah.
You got any upcoming projects, events, or anything coming up?
We got this twerk contest coming up on the 30th in Flint at the Bedrock Lounge. Shout out to Swervo, he put that together with Hype Weezy and stuff out of Flint.
Okay.
I locked in with him because, you know, he was kind of like an underdog. When he got out, I seen he had the energy and stuff, and people was kind of like sleeping on him.
Yeah.
I remember being like that, I was already in the position where I was in. I could pick and choose who I want to come to my stew, but it was like, if you got a certain type of drive and energy, and if you come 50, I come 50.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he coming with this energy, I'm gonna meet him halfway. Let's do that. And working with him, he's gotten the door with other people, and then he came back and got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my recent success has been coming through Swervo.
Okay.
You know, shout out to Swervo G, man. Like,
I've been locked in.
That nigga been putting me on, and he just got in position out of nowhere. It's just certain people, and he just be solid, man. And the shit come to you.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I wasn't being solid at first.
I feel you, that's right.
Hey, you can sometimes think you being a real nigga and not being a real nigga, bro. I'm telling you, it happens.
It depends who you're talking to. You know, it depends. Some people you probably offended.
It depends on when you hit with a situation you ain't been hit with before.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get caught off guard.
Yeah. For sure. But where can we find you at? What's your social media? What's your music? You know, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Tomahawk Miguel. That's spelled MEGVLE. MEGVLE. And it's the reason I spelled my name. I kept coming up in the search with another guy, this old white man and stuff. So I wanted to make it so whenever he punched me in, don't nobody else pop up. I'm also on, excuse me, Instagram under Tom Miguel. That's TOMMEGVLE. Tom Miguel. I got a Snapchat, but I don't be on it. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be so green on Snapchat. I'm gonna start getting on it though. But if you write me on any of the social medias, I'll eventually see it, write you back. I'm on Twitter too, same name, Tomahawk Miguel. But yeah, just search me up on all platforms. I got about 2 albums out. I have about 6 of them out. Yeah, like I said, bro, we winging this shit, bro. We doing a hell of a job while we winging it, but when it get a little more organized and a little bit more professional, we gonna make a little more happen. Right. In the meantime, I appreciate you inviting me here, though, bro.
Absolutely.
Get me in with you, because, hey, I rubbed him the wrong way. I had you fucked up, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, what people on there?
He was so cool, though. He was so cool when I was going off. I had to just, like, I might be tripping, bro. He ain't responding with that type of energy. Like, okay, what's good, my nigga? I don't mean no harm and shit. I know.
Yeah,
I caught the little plea. Because I don't mind doing shit like that if I see you really ain't on that. Because I'm at the point where I know I could defend myself.
Yeah, all that.
What else is there to prove, man?
Right. So yeah, I put them social media links in the bottom. You got any words of inspiration, any last word, just anything you want to give the people before we peace out of here?
I'm trying to remember what I said to y'all earlier. I'm gonna just say this, man. I got 2 pair of glasses too, man. Shout out to my homie for these Louis V's, though. No, but these is glasses I wear when I drive. Okay. These called Eagle Eyes. You know how I wear these though? I can see better in these glasses. These look nicer.
Yeah.
But I see better in these ones.
Yeah.
And so I can say when you've been through a whole lot of bullshit, it feels good to talk down on yourself and to self-depreciate yourself. It feels good to say, man, I'm stupid. I ain't shit. Or, ooh, remember those are the glasses you putting on, too.
Yeah.
And even though they fucking look good, they might not be the best glasses, too. Everything is darker with these on.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And even though these ones might not look good, it might feel weird to start gassing yourself up or whatever, you're going to see a little bit better when you look around.
Yeah.
Everything will look clear. They might not look as cool as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
you're going to see what you need to see.
Right.
I'm driving good. I ain't hitting nothing. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers make everything clear.
Deep. Don't let it go over your head. Thank you for hopping on the interview for sure. My God. That's Junior from the Fam and Tomahawk. Make sure y'all catch that, man. It's coming out next week on you. Till next time. Peace.